Okay, here's what we'll be doing today. We'll be going over our assignment, and then we will continue with the exponents and hopefully get to some inequalities. All right, let's look at the
Yeah.
first. Maureen, you didn't send me anything from this, did you?
I know.
Yeah, okay. Well, that
Maureen,
means
stop slacking on your homework, Maureen.
don't worry, she's gonna do it now, right, Maureen? Okay,
No,
Maureen, 2 to the
I looking
third
for
power. What is that equal to, Maureen?
I looking for it. I got it here in my book.
Okay. No,
Huh?
look at the screen. 2 to the third power. What is 2 to the third power?
Two, the third
2,
power
yes,
is eight.
that's right. 2 times 2 times 2. Answer A. Okay, Maureen, I want you to keep going. Okay, now we have a division of exponents. What's the rule, Maureen, when you divide an exponents?
You add,
No, that's multiplication.
um, you subtract.
Subtract, that's right. So x to the fifth power divided by x to the third power equal what? Exponent of denominator subtracted from exponent of numerator. What is that equal to? Maureen?
I got two.
That's right. 5 minus 3 is 2. Answer
Yeah.
A. All right, Maureen, you're on a roll. Let's keep going. Very good. I knew you knew these. Now here's the multiplication. And you said multiplication you add, right? So what's 100? 100 raised to the second power times 100 to the negative 5.
Okay. That's 200,
What is
right?
it? No, no.
100 raised to the
No,
power
no.
or 10 times.
What do you do to the exponents?
You add
Okay. You add. So what's a plus 2 and a minus 5?
7
Maureen, what do you do when
or
there's
3.
sign
3.
3 plus or minus?
A minus 3.
That's right. Plus 2 and a minus 5 equal what it is. What is it, Maureen?
Minus 3.
Minus 3. So what's the answer?
E.
E. Very good. See, I knew you knew this. Answer E. Okay, now let's go to number 4. Divide 0.123 by 10 to the third. What is this number equal to as an exponent, Maureen?
I get E.
Okay, you get E. Okay, you said you get E, right? Now,
Yeah.
what is 1.23 as a written with an exponent times 10? What would this be?
You mean 0.123 by 10?
No, express this as in scientific notation. What would it be?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3. 0.
No, you move your decimal point between the 1 and the 2. That's what?
Yeah.
1.23. Okay. Times 10 to the what? What power?
3.
What? You
It's
only
10 to
moved
the
it.
power.
No, you moved it one place to the right, so it would be 10 to the what? To the right, so negative, correct?
Uh-huh.
So negative 1, correct? Okay, so divide 1.23. Take this number. Is this the way you did yours, Maureen? And you divide that by 10 to the third. So that's 1 times 10 to the third. So let's just underline. And here, this would be 1. 10 to the third is 1 times 10 to the third, right? So let's put the 3 exponent. And you subtract the exponents. So what would this be equal to, Maureen?
2,
1.23 divided by 1 is what?
1
No, 1.23 divided by 1.
is the same thing.
It's what same thing?
1.23
Times what?
10.
No, when you divide, you subtract exponents. So this would be 1.23. Okay. And that would be times 10. And that's what? Minus 1. Let's put the exponent there. Minus 1 and minus 3, right? Oh, wait, where's that noise coming from? Latoya, is that you?
Sorry. Yes, sorry.
Go to mute when you noise offline like that, okay? So what's a minus 1 and a minus 3, Maureen?
A minus 4.
Minus 4, 1.23 times 10. And this will be a minus 4. And that's exactly what you had when you gave me the answer. I wanted to go through it because some people may not understand how you got answer E. That matches answer E, right? Because if you move the decimal point in E 4 places, you get 1.23. 4 places to the right, you get 1.23 times 10 to the negative 4 because you moved it 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Questions on number 4?
Hi, Miss Barbara, just come back on. Is your sound still from me?
No, I don't hear the sound now.
Because I try to see what's wrong, why it's happening. So I just coming on.
Okay, all right. Well, no, I don't hear it.
Thank you.
I think somebody I was hearing Latoya before. Okay. So 1.23 divided by 1 is 1.23. Oh, where's that coming from? Somebody was moving something around. Okay, 1.23, 10 to the minus 1, subtract the exponent of the denominator from the exponent of the numerator, minus 1, minus 3, minus 4. So answer E. So there's your decimal point. You moved it between the 1 and the 2, and moving to the right, decimal points negative. Questions on number 4? So Maureen, how did you do yours?
What?
How did you do number 4? You gave me the answer. How did you get the answer?
I just multiplied 0.123 by 10 to the power 3.
No, it's a divide.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
10,
divide,
10
yeah.
oh, 10 times 10 is a 100 and times 10 is 1,000. You just divided it by 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If you did yours on the calculator, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If you didn't have the calculator, how would you do it?
I don't know.
Because some problems like this are not calculator problems. That's why I asked you, how would you do it? Well, this is 1.23 times 10 to the negative 1. So if you divide by 1, you just get 1.23. And you can subtract without actually doing it on the calculator. 3, you have minus 1, minus 3, minus 4. You get the same answer. Okay, Maureen, number 5, 3 to the third.
27.
27. All right. Answer C.
But I might do all these by this anyway.
Answer C. 3 to the third is 3
Some I
times
can
3
get
times
stuck
3.
at anyhow.
What's wrong, Maureen?
So I said I do this, but I didn't send them in, but somebody can get stuck at anything.
Okay, all right. But remember, I told you could send whatever you've done. You don't have to send them all at once. Remember, I told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you did just 2 of them, whatever you've done, send it in. Okay. All right. We'll now go to Mercedes. Maureen did the first 5, Mercedes. Now your turn.
Hope I can remember these.
Well, this is a division. This is a division, and this is a multiplication. So let's just do the division first. What's x to the minus 5? And I'll just put that here. X to the minus 5 divided by x to the negative 3. So let's just put that there. X, and that's to the negative 5. We'll just do them in steps. Okay, we'll do the division, then we'll do the multiplication. So x to the 5, let's just underline that. And that's divided by x to the what? Negative 3. Okay, negative 3.
Hmm.
And let's just put this closer. That's a division. Okay. Okay. So x to the negative 5 divided by, so we're doing this first one, the division. So what would that be equal to, Mercedes? What's the rules for when you're dividing powers? What do you do to the powers?
Ooh. I think you had powers.
No, you add when you're multiplying.
Okay, subtract then.
Shh. Christian, I'm in class, Christian. Christian, I'm in class. Okay. So when you're dividing, you subtract your exponents.
Hmm.
All right. So what would this be, Mercedes?
That would be addition.
No, you subtract the exponent of your denominator from the exponent of your numerator.
Okay,
So
so
this
that would be,
so what would that be? Minus 5.
that would be -2.
Okay. Okay. Minus 5 minus a minus 3, right? One of the minuses is for subtraction. Wait just a minute. This is okay. Okay, so this would be, you put minus 5 minus a minus 3. So let me just put a minus 3 here. Okay, minus 3. What is that equal to?
Minus 2.
Minus 5 minus a minus 3 is a plus 3, so that'll be x to the minus 2. Okay, so x to the minus 2. So let's put that there. Okay, so that's the first division. All right, let's take the next one. Let's take the x to the 5 divided by x to the 3rd. So let's put that one there, x to the 5th power. And let's put our exponent there, x to the 5th power divided by x to the 3rd. What's that equal to, Mercedes?
X to the 5th power
Okay,
minus
divided by x to the 3rd power. So let me just put the 3rd power there. Okay, and we don't need an underline here. Okay, what is that equal to, Mercedes?
x to the 2nd power.
That's it. Very good. Okay, so that would be equal to x to the 2nd power. And let's just put the 2 on that one. So x to the 2nd. So you've got x to the, okay, let me take this out. We don't need this underline here. Okay. So x to the 5, x to the 5th power divided by x to the 3rd power is x to the 2nd. Okay. Okay, so we have x to the x to the minus 2 and x to the second power. So now we want to multiply that, right? Multiply that. This is what we got with the first division. This is what we got with the second division. And we want to multiply those two, right? The next step is multiplication.
Okay.
Okay, so let's multiply. That would be x to the minus 2. Let's put that there. X to the minus 2. And I'll just put this in parentheses. Okay, because we're using x, so I don't want to use x for division. Okay, let's just make that parentheses times x to the plus 2. What's that equal to? I'll say it. Okay, that's left paren.
It will be equal to 1.
X to the second. Okay, let's put this 2 here. Okay.
Or
Now,
x.
okay, now here's the multiplication. What is that equal to? What's a plus 2 and a minus 2?
That would be 1.
Plus 2, when you add a minus 2 and a plus 2, what do you get?
You subtract. So it'll be that x minus 1.
No, this is a, let me just put that. This is a minus 2.
Are you ready?
Plus,
Okay. So in 10 minutes? Oh, or you're packing up now?
Miss Beckles, go to mute.
I'm leaving because I have to come still.
Go to mute, Miss Beckles.
Okay, Robert.
What is that equal to, Mercedes? X to the what?
1.
A minus 2 and a plus 2? Miss Beckles, mute yourself. Somebody text Miss Beckles, tell her to mute herself. Please, because she's the noise maker. Miss Beckles, mute yourself. Somebody text her and tell
I'm
her to
doing
mute
so.
herself.
I'm doing that.
Okay. Maureen, what's a minus 2 plus 2?
A 0.
0. Mercedes, you remember that?
Oh boy. I doubted myself. I know it was 0. But
No, whenever you
1.
add and
Okay.
a number to, you have a minus and a plus of any number gives you x to the 0. It gives you 0, in other words. A minus and a plus of the same value, whether it's numbers or variables, you get 0.
Wow, that's something I got right for I do.
Maureen, you had this one right?
Oh yeah.
What's x to the 0, Maureen?
I don't know if that's the 0. But that's the
Mercedes,
work.
what's x to the 0?
0.
X 0.
No,
1.
it's 1. Did you look at your exponent rules that I gave you?
I
It's
look at
been
them
on
as-
every paper. Any variable number to the 0 power is 1.
The number, yeah. Remember that.
Remember? It's
Yeah.
equal to 1.
Yeah.
And whether this is 100 or whether it's 100A or 200B,
And
which
then,
is
yeah.
whatever, is equal to 1.
Mhm.
So this is equal to 1. So what's the answer, Mercedes?
Yeah, the answer is B.
What's the answer?
B. So, oh, sorry, 1. C.
C. Yeah, answer is, because the answer is 1. So answer is C. Let's say, did you have questions? Anybody
Oh.
call Miss Beckles? She still should be
did.
mute.
I sent her a message a while ago.
See if you call her, because she's at work and she doesn't realize she's not on mute.
Okay.
And there she is. She's on mute.
She goes to
Okay.
my-
Okay. Mercedes, do you have any questions on this one? You did the division, 2 divisions, and then you did the multiplication. And your answer is 1. You have questions on this?
I was just wondering what I keep going to, in my head, the answer is 1. final answer is 1, but why do we have to go to x to the 0 first?
Well, how else would you get the answer? How else would you get the answer for this
So
expression?
after you get the 0 for all of them, you realize that it is really 1. Are
Well,
you going to the rules?
no, this is a fraction actually. And this is a fraction or a division. You do the division, you have 2 divisions, and then you multiply the results of the division. No, I'm asking you, how else would you get the answer 1 if you didn't do it this way? You have another way to do it? Tell me the
No,
other way to do
No,
it.
no.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maureen, you have another way to do it?
No,
Okay. Miss Beckles is not on mute. She was, and now she's back.
Oh, no.
Somebody please
Let me call her back again.
call her again and tell her to mute herself because she's at work and she's moving things around and it's disturbing. Now she's on mute. Please tell her to stay on mute. I think I think she's okay. Now she went to the 1199, so she's
Bobby's understanding me that you are
yeah, okay.
at work, but you need to mute because we're hearing everything from you.
Okay. Okay. Well, now she
Yeah,
put up the
that's
1199 banner, so we
right.
probably okay. All right. Now,
Yeah.
so Mercedes, you understand now this is a division, 2 divisions, and then the results you multiply.
But two
Two-
division.
Yeah, there's a division, x to the -5 divided by x to the -3. We did
Mhm.
that one, and then we did the x to the 5, x to the 5th power divided by x to the 3rd. And then we multiplied the results, right? Because we
Okay.
got minus x to the -2 for the first division, x to the +2 for the second one, right? And then we multiplied, you add the exponents. -2 and a
Okay.
+2 gives you 0.
Okay.
Any variable, a number, or combination to the 0 power is 1.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Answer C. Not 0. 0 is the
Oh.
exponent.
Miss Beckles say she's sorry. She didn't realize.
Okay. All right. Audrey, are you there? Audrey. Audrey, you're on mute. Audrey, hello, are you there?
Good evening. Good evening.
Yes, you were on mute. Did you do number 6?
Number 6. I
Let's
think
see.
so.
Let's see. I think I sent you a
Let me see.
message to redo some that you sent me. You didn't send them back, but
No,
anyway.
because I'm not home right now. I'm at my daughter's house. So I just fall asleep too.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
number
that's not right now.
number
I'm not-
6. Let's see. Number 6, you had 0. You had B.
I did, but yeah, I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Did you do the divisions like we did here? It's 2 divisions, right? A division here and a division here. Did you do those?
Yes, but I don't know what I did.
Okay, Mercedes just did these. X to the -5 over x to the -3 gives you x to the -2. Then x to the 5th power divided by x to the 3rd, 5 minus 3 give you x to the 2nd power. And then you multiply the results. Now -2 and a +2 gives you 0. Any variable or number or combination to the 0 is equal to 1. So your answer is 1, and the only choice that has 1 is C. All right. So your answer should have been C.
And I put B for 6, right?
Yeah, you had B. All right. Now let's go to 7. Okay. All right. Audrey, what's the answer to number 7? That's a multiplication. What do you do to the exponents when you multiply? What's the rule?
You add
That's right. You add. So what's the answer?
C.
C, 4 plus 2. Any questions on 7? Mercedes, you had that same answer?
Yep.
What's the answer, miss?
You had that same answer that Audrey
Oh.
just gave me?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
See?
answer C, right? Okay, answer C. You add 4 plus 2 and you get 6. All right, let's go to number 8. Okay, now this one. Now, when you looked, did you look in your exponent tables of rules? When you have a power raised to a power, what do you do to those two powers, Maureen?
You add them.
No,
Right.
You subtract.
no,
Multiply this, you multiply the
you
exponent.
multiply. That's right, Audrey. So what's the answer?
C.
I got C.
C, that's right. A,
Wow.
answer C.
Wow. I should've-
Miss,
I would have
Yes.
erased that. I might able to get
get
all
the
right
answer
then.
from me from this.
A to the m power raised to the m is a to the m times n. Multiplication.
Miss, I'm just asking you if you get answers from me with this.
Oh my goodness, where's that coming from? Where's the music? It's gotta
That's a
be.
phone.
That's you, Maureen.
No, my phone on. My phone there next to me.
That was my phone, somebody calling me.
Okay, put your phones on mute or
Oh, yeah.
vibrate.
Oh, the person back.
Okay.
No, me.
Audrey, is that you, Rowling?
That was my phone, the person called.
Okay. All right. Well, put your phones on mute or vibrate, please. Okay. When you're on the session. Okay. So a to the m power raised to the n is a multiplication. It's m times n. All right. So the answer, m times n, is what, Mercedes? Which one is a multiplication?
Let's see.
C, because this is an addition, this is subtraction,
So M
This is-
times M is
this
MN.
is subtraction. So mn means m
I
times
think
n.
on my paper, what I did it, miss, I get C, but miss, cause I thought I sent it to you. I don't know what I did with it.
I don't think you sent me anywhere.
No, I don't think so, but I did
No.
it. I did.
Okay, yeah, you
the
didn't
opposite.
you didn't send me anything.
That it slipped me to send you.
Okay. All right, let's look at number 9. Number 9, Maureen, what's the answer for number 9?
I got D.
D is in
Yeah.
dog?
Yeah.
How did you get D?
I multiply the 1 by the 20.
You multiply what?
The minus 1
Right.
to the minus 1 to the 20th, right?
Yeah, but what does minus 1 to the 20? It means minus 1 by itself 20 times.
Yeah.
So that's not 21.
I got 20. I never said 21. I said 20.
It's not 20.
Not 20 neither.
What's minus 1 times minus 1?
Minus 1 times minus 1 is 0.
No, multiplication.
1.
Minus 1 times minus 1 is a plus 1.
Yeah, plus 1, yeah.
Then a minus 1 times a plus 1 again is a minus 1. Now, the key to remember when you have something like 1 is if the exponent is positive, right? Because you just remember this rule. If you raise in minus 1 to a power, if your exponent is positive, your answer would be positive. If your exponent is if your exponent is not positive, if it's an even number, your answer would be plus. If it's an odd number, your answer will be negative. So this is an even number, so your answer would be B. That's all you have to remember, that rule. Whenever you raise in a -1 to a power, if it's an even number, your answer would be plus. If it's a odd number, your answer would be negative.
Minus, negative.
So what's your answer?
B.
B. That's it. Just remember that little rule, and you'll be safe. Okay. So all
Can you
you
repeat
do.
that, miss? Sorry, can you repeat that?
Okay. Okay. If you raise a -1 to a power,
-1
to a power, if your power is a even number, your answer would be just 1. If it is an odd number, your answer would be negative. So in other words, if I had, let's say if I had, let me just change this, say -1, -1, and I'm going to raise this to the, let's just say 33. No, let's just say, no, 13. So what would be the answer, Mercedes, based on that rule?
So the answer would be 1.
The answer would be raised to the, what would the answer be?
1.
If -1 to the 20 and the 20 is an even number is 1,
Oh,
then no,
oh.
it's going to be an, if it's an odd
So it
number,
would
it's
be
going to be negative. So what would be the answer?
-13.
It'd be no,
Negative 1.
-1. Remember,
Oh,
it's just 1 times 1 times 1.
okay, got you. Getting you now.
Yeah, if you didn't put the sign and you multiply 1 by 7,000 times, you just get 1, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if it's negative and your power is an odd number, then your answer will be negative 1. If it's like here, an even number, 20 minus 1 to the 20th power, then you get a +1. Got it? So I changed here. I said if you had this was an even number, so your answer is B. But if I had an odd number like 13, your answer would be a -1. Okay. Question on number 9. Now, Audrey, I think you had number 10 right, didn't you? Let's look at number 10. I think you had that one right. Let's see. Okay, let's look at number 10. And I think you had that one right, Audrey. Didn't you? I think so. I sent you your work. Let's see. Yeah, Audrey, you had that one. You had that one right. So tell me how you got the answer.
I didn't do this one.
Number
Yeah,
what?
that's-
Number.
No, but Audrey did, and she had it correct. That's why I want her to tell me how she got it. Okay, you have 3x plus 1 is 81. Let's just put that there. 3x plus 1 is 81. And then you have 81x to the minus y power equal 3 to the 8th. Okay.
3 to 21.
All right, Audrey. So how did you get your answer?
I can't remember how we do it. I tell you, that's how we do it. 3x.
Well,
I do it by another paper. Let me see.
okay, Audrey, how did you get your answer? You had it right. Remember how you did it?
3x plus 1. Oh my God, I can't remember how we do it. I do it by a different book. I wouldn't want to home. I don't got the book with me. I do it on the page. I can't remember how we do it.
Okay, well, ask yourself this. 3 raised to what power will give you 81?
9.
27.
3.
No, I don't think you listened to me.
Oh,
Now, let me just put, okay. Let me just put
I
in,
work it up on a different book, you know.
okay. And let me just put 81.
ouch. That one is muscular, but no.
Okay, Maureen, what must n be equal to get 81? 3 has to be raised to what power to get the number 81?
27? I thinking wrong.
Oh, no. Whatever number you give me, you multiply it by itself that number of times to get 81. What is that number?
27.
No, I'm talking to Maureen.
I beg your
Maureen,
pardon.
Maureen,
Yeah,
what is the number n that you multiply 3 by itself that number of times to get 81? What is n?
9?
You 3 times itself 9 times is not going to give you 81, Maureen.
3?
Yeah, 3 times 3 is what?
9.
9.
And what's 9 times 3?
27.
So it's not 3. So what is it?
27.
27.
No, what is the n?
9.
No,
No.
Audrey, what is the n?
It's 9.
No, 3 times itself 9 times to give you a number a lot bigger than 81.
So, Miss, can I give the
N
answer?
will be 27.
No. Maureen,
I remember how you do it.
Okay.
I know you do
what
it on-
number do I put where the n is? So when I multiply 3 by itself that number of times, I get the number 81. N can only be what?
9.
Maureen?
Okay, wait.
Maureen?
3? No.
Well, Maureen, you just told me 3, and 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27.
27, yeah.
So it can't be 3. So what is it? What's 3 times 20?
9?
Maureen, 9 is too big. What's 3 times 27,
Just say,
Audrey?
Maureen.
81. Wait just a minute. Audrey, what's 3 times 27?
It's 3 times 27 is 81.
Okay, so what's the number then? What's
81?
the power? No. What's the power?
9.
Audrey?
No.
Audrey. Wait. You're not
27.
listening.
27.
Wait. It's no. It's something you're missing about exponents, and I don't want to leave it. Okay. If I had 4, let's see. Let me just say 4 to the 4th power. All right. That means what?
4 multiplied by 4
4
multiplied by
times 4. I'm sorry. 4 times 4. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. Right.
Mhm.
So what I was asking you, 3 to the n power means 3 by some number, whatever the number of times I put it here. And if that number is 81, that number can only be 4, because 3 times itself 4 times gives me 81, right?
Oh, I see.
You'll see, Maureen, right? I didn't want to leave it because that's a concept that if you have a problem with, it makes it harder for other things. So that's why I didn't want to leave it. I knew you probably knew it, Mercedes, but I didn't want to leave it with Maureen hanging there and Audrey.
Okay, that's
Okay.
okay.
So this is 3 to the 4th. And 3 to the 4th is 3 by itself 4 times, right?
That is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4.
Okay, so that's equal
4.
to
That's what I did.
3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, right? Okay, so that means x plus y is equal to 4. So what is x? So what 2 numbers can I add together and get 4?
2.
2 and 2.
2 is 4.
Well,
to the
now you
second
just
power?
told me the combination is 4, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now 2 and 2 is 4, but okay. Give me 2 other numbers I can add together and get 4.
3 and 1.
3 and 1. All right. Now 3 and 1 will give you 4, right? And
Right.
if I took and then it said 81x minus y is equal to 3 to the 8th, right? So if I make this a 3 and make this 3 minus 1
1.
is 2.
Mm.
All right. Now what's 3? Well, then you could do 81 to the second and see if that's equal to 3 to the 8th. You want to check that? Okay. So your 3 to the x plus y, let me just put here, x is 3 and y is 1. Now, I want you to check this one, see if that comes out right. Okay, so let me just put here x equal 3 and y equals 1. Okay, because we know that together they add up to 4.
Mm.
Okay, now it said that 81x minus y is 3 to 8. I want you to do that. Do that operation for me. Put in the x, put in the y, and get a value, and then take 3 to the 8th and get a value. See if those are equal. So this one becomes 81
Mhm.
to the 3 minus 1. Okay, so let's just put 3
Mhm.
minus 1.
Mhm.
So what's 3 minus 1, Mercedes? Mercedes,
Sorry,
you're on mute.
2,
What's
2.
2? So 81 to the second power. What is 81 to the second power? You can do that on the
That
calculator.
will be 81 times 81 give you
That's right. What that give you?
1,561. 6561.
Okay, so you have 81 times 81. Okay,
Sorry.
that's 6,561. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now you could also do on the calculator 3 to the 8th power, right?
Mhm.
And what's that equal to?
3 to the 8th power.
161. 6561. 6,661.
6561. 3 to the 8th. So
Yeah.
3 to the 8th, you can put that in your calculator, you get the same value. Did you get it, Mercedes?
Mhm.
I'm trying now. That's the three.
Okay. Mercedes, what did you get? 3 to the 8th.
I
Yes.
got the same answer.
Same answer. So you know that 3 and 1 are correct. So your answer, let's go back up here to choices. The answer would be D. X is 3 and Y is 1.
I work it out, you know, but I can't remember how we work it out. But I
Yeah,
don't
I
care
know
for-
you had it right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so answer. And that was 10. That was answer what? Answer D. Answer D. Okay. Questions? Mercedes, you understand how you do number 10?
This one I'm not so clear. I getting the idea you do it, but not so clear. Well, I don't want you to repeat it now.
Well, the thing to remember is that when you see 3 to the x plus y is 81,
Okay.
think of two numbers you add to get 4,
81.
because 3 to the 4th power is 81, right?
Okay.
You got it? So,
Yeah, so I think
so that's the way you start it. You say, well, 3 to the x plus y is 81. What number raised to a power 3 is 3
Okay,
raised to
so-
a power what? And that number is 4, because 3 to the 4th power is 81.
So
Now
we
you
have to get, wait a minute, miss. So we have to figure out x plus y give you what number to multiply to give with 3 to give you 81.
well, in other words, I multiply 3 by that number of times to give 81.
Yes.
Okay.
What about the other and 8?
So once you say, okay, that's 3 to the 4th power.
Oh, so
3
and
to-
then next time will be 8, 3 to the 8th power, give you the same answer.
Yeah, I added 3x plus the y.
No. It
Or the other
says
part.
3 to 8 is x minus 81 raised to the x minus y power.
So it's saying now that if you take away 1 from 4, we get 3. I don't understand the part.
What, this one?
Yeah, that
Okay,
part now.
what is X?
X is, I would say it would be 3,
Okay, and what's Y?
1,
And what's 1 from 3?
2.
Okay, that's why you had 81 to the second power right here.
Oh,
And then you got 6561.
so scroll back down, miss. Scroll down again.
Okay,
No, down. Let me go back up and look at it.
you mean back
Up the
up?
top. Yes,
Back
back
up.
up.
Okay. Say both
Yeah.
of these have to be equal.
So when I see the and 81x minus y equal 3 to the next, the 8 power, it means that if I have 2.
See, if you took the 2 minus 2 is 0, and 81 to 0 power is 1. So you know it can't be 2. You can eliminate that. Right?
So you're saying that
go ahead.
81 by 81 to the second, no, 81 by the second power will give me that big number what we got.
That's right.
And 3 to the 8 power give you the same number.
3 to the 3 plus 1.
Give you the same number. So
3 to
that's
the
why
4th power is
no,
81.
Yeah.
3 to the
So
4th.
go back up, miss. Go back up, miss. So I want to understand how you differentiate the answer. So you say, what is the value of X and Y? Now, how do we choose the answer right there?
Okay, right here. Okay, there are two numbers that add up to give you, well, we first said to get 81, we have to raise 3 to the 4th power.
4th power, yes.
That's the first thing we established, right? Then you have the number 4. Then you ask yourself, what two numbers do I add to give me 4? And you said 2 and 2 and 3 and 1. And I said you can eliminate the 2 by putting it over here. 2 minus 2 is 0. 81 to the 0 is 1, not 3 to the 8th. So then you have to go back. It's got to be 3 and 1.
3 and 1.
You follow how I eliminated 2
and
2?
I don't follow how you get the answer. That's what bothering me now.
Okay, here's the way you get the answer. You understand that 3 to some power gives me 81.
Yeah.
What is that power?
4.
4. So that means then, let me just put over here. So once you get the 4, that means X plus Y equal
4.
4.
Okay.
All right. Now you had two choices. You said 2 plus 2 is 4 and 3 plus 1 is 4. So now you ask yourself, is it 2 plus 2 equal 4? So is it 2 and 2? Or is it 3
and 1
plus 1 equal 4? And I'm telling you how you can eliminate the 2's.
Okay.
Right? Because if X is 2 and Y is 2, then X minus Y is what, Mercedes?
X minus Y, that is 3.
No, if X is 2 and Y is 2.
Okay.
Let me just take this.
So that would make it 1.
No, let me just bring this here down here. Okay. Okay. Now let me just substitute in the 2's here. Let's show you how you can eliminate the 2's. Okay. This is equal to 81. Now let's put X is 2 and Y is 2. So that would be 2 minus 2. What is that equal to, Mercedes? What's
0.
2? Yeah, so that would be 81 to the 0 power. And any number to the 0 power is equal to what?
1.
1. Right. So this is then equal to 1. So we can eliminate the 2's because it said 81x minus y is equal to, back up here, 3 to the 8th. That's not true. So you can eliminate the two at X is 2 and Y is 2. So you only have one other choice. That's 3 and 1.
Okay,
And
got
you could
you.
just really stop right there.
Okay, got you.
You got me? So what once you just now first step, what power is 3 raised to get 81? That number is 4, right?
Yeah.
What combinations give you 4? 2 plus 2 or 3 plus 1? We put
What
the
combination? Go
gives you
ahead,
4.
sorry.
Yeah, what two numbers you add together to get 4? 2 plus 2 or 3 plus 1, right?
Yeah.
But if I put the 2 here, 2 minus 2 is 0, 81 is 0 is 1. I can eliminate 2 and 2. So the only other choice is 3 and 1.
Okay.
That's it. Got it?
So it's showing you that's the figure you gotta use to get the answer. So
Yes,
3 and 1.
3 and 1. Plus you don't see a 2 and 2 here.
Okay.
That's another way to eliminate the 2. You don't have that as a choice.
Yeah. You
Right?
have 3 and 2, 2
Right.
and 3.
But I'm
one
just
and
showing you, I did that because just in case 2 and 2 was a choice, you could eliminate it because 2 minus 2 is 0. And that says 81 to 0 power is 1. And this is saying 81 to the X minus Y must equal to 3 to the 8.
That means
So
you put in your thinking cap when you're doing it.
mhm.
You have to put your thinking cap on because
Yeah,
I never dreamed that it meant 3x plus y
3x plus 4 is 3.
equal to 81. I wouldn't think that way.
Yeah, well,
No,
you can
so if I
take
see
any
it
number
again,
and break it up, right? So
yeah,
it could be a
if I see
4.
that, if I see the setting like this again, I get the idea. What to do.
Okay, all right. But 81 is a pretty common number when you raising 3 to a power, right? You have 3, 9, 27, 81, right? Every time you multiply 3, that's what you go. 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, 27 times 3 is 81, 81 times 3 is, 3 times 27 is 81. So you multiply 3 by itself 4 times, you got 81. So that's how you got your 4. Now you want to decide what two numbers I add together to get the 4, because it says X plus Y, right? So you say, well, I have a choice. I have 2 and 2, and I have 3 and 1. Well, you could eliminate 2 and 2, like I say in this one, because you don't have a 2 and 2. But if a 2 was there, you could eliminate it by saying 2 minus 2 is 0, 81 to 0 is 1, so it can't be 3 to the 8.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You put your thinking cap on something like this. But remember now, we've been breaking numbers up. So even though you may have just a power, that power can be written. Like if you say, if this was 3 to the 8, that could be written as 6 plus 2. It could be written as 4 plus 4. It could be written as 5 plus 3, right? Correct?
Okay.
8. If this were 8 power, 8 power can be broken up into 5 and 3. It can be broken up into 6 and 2, 4 and 4, 7 and 1. Okay.
But to keep it in your head, remember the 81 is the subject.
The 81 is what you want to get when you raise 3 to a power.
To some power. Great.
So thank you. But I'm saying this one is pretty common. So because 3 times 3 is what, Mercedes?
3 times 3 is 9.
And what's 9 times 3?
27.
What's 27 times 3?
81.
So you know that. So you multiply 3 by itself 4 times, you got 81. So that X plus Y must equal 4. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to number 11. Now, which of these are equal? And Audrey, I think you had that one right, didn't you? Let's see. Audrey, let's see if you had that one right. I think you did. Let me check.
I can't remember if I had it right. Cause I just got problem with these,
Let's see if you had that one right. I know Latoya had it right. Okay, that was
Latoya
number
did it.
11. Yes,
Mhm.
Audrey, you had that one right. How did you get the answer?
11.
You had 11 correct.
Okay, 11, I do want.
Maureen, did you do this one? Maureen, did you do this one, Maureen?
I put D for my answer.
I don't hear you.
I put D.
You put C?
D.
D is in dog.
Yeah.
Okay. 0 times itself 5 times give you what, Maureen? What is 3? 0 to the 5th power. Maureen?
0 to the 5th power is 5.
0.
0 times 0 times 0 times 0 times 0.
0.
What is
0
it,
to
Maureen?
the 5th power is 0.
It's 0, right? And what is 5 to the 0 power?
5 to the 0 power is 0.
No, any
One.
number
One.
of variable to 0 power is 1, Maureen.
1.
So it can't be 1 and 3 because this is a 1 and this is a 0. It can't be D. Mercedes, what's the answer?
Miss, I don't know. I couldn't do this one. I let
No,
it because
Audrey did it.
I was doubtful.
Audrey, you had
I
the
doubtful.
answer. How did you get the answer, Audrey?
Because I says 1 to the 5, 5 to the 0. 5 to the 0 is 1.
Okay. Keep going, Audrey. You had it right. 5 to the 0 is 1. And what else?
And 2.1 to the 5th.
And what?
1.2 to the 5th.
Where you have 1.2 to the 5th. I don't see 1.2.
I mean,
You mean 1 to the
1
5th.
to the 5th, sorry.
And what's that
1 to
equal
the-
to?
1 to the 5th. It gives you 1.
1 to the 5th gives you 1. So that means 1 and 2 are equal.
Equal, yeah.
Mercedes, you see that?
No, I didn't grab it. Say it again, please.
Say it again, Audrey.
0.
No, start with the 5 to the 0.
Okay, sorry, yes. 5 to the 0
Yeah.
is 1.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 to the 5th is 0. Is 1, sorry.
That's right. They
1
both
to the-
equal. Yeah. Mercedes, you follow what Audrey says?
I'm following, but why you don't say nothing about the 11?
5 to the 0 is 1. And 1 to the 5th is 1.
They both equal to 1.
They're both equal.
Yep.
They're the same.
Mercedes, you understand?
So what about the next one?
Which next one?
You don't have to do that once you get the right answer.
What is that?
Oh,
Thank you, thank you,
confused with
Maureen.
this one.
Thank you, Maureen.
I'm confused with this one. I don't really
It
comprehend
says, which of the following values are
Are
equal?
equal.
And Audrey established that 5 to the 0 is 1.
It's 1.
1 to the 5th is 1, and that represent Roman
Number
number 1,
one and
Roman
number
number 2. And the only combination says 1 and 2 is A. And there's only one
Oh.
answer here.
For me, girl. This one
You
is
got
quite
it?
new. This one is quite new to me. Oh boy.
Questions, Mercedes? Did Audrey answer your question?
Yes, but still I need some more bearings on this one.
You're
So-
adding the powers.
So what's the problem?
So you're adding the powers, if you say?
5.
Mercedes, what you can do is you write down what all these are equal to. So let's see, 0, let's write 0 to the 5th power. And I think if you do that, you'll see it's clearer. Okay, let's put 0 to the 5th power here. Okay, what's that equal to, Mercedes? What's 0 to the 5th power?
That's 1.
0 times 0 times 0 times 0 is what?
1, 0, 0, 0, 0.
0. Okay, now 5 to the 1 power. Let's put that there. Okay, that goes here. What's 5 to the 1 power?
5.
5. That's right. Okay. Now, let's say these. You found the value of all of them, right? Now, which ones are equal?
Oh, so 5 to the 0 is 1.
Mhm.
1 to the 5 is 1. So those are the equal ones.
Those are equal, and they represent what?
Because the next two has 0 and
0 and
5.
5. So 5 to the 0 is 1. 1
That's
to
why I
the
was
5
saying,
is
why
1.
don't you finish it? That's why I was saying,
But
why
you
don't
didn't
finish-
have to, because these others not equal to 1.
I don't know, because I will know what to do with the others. I just want to learn to,
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
So
Put the
because
value.
you finish
Put,
it now, I got it.
okay, put the values of all of them down and look at all 4 of them and say which ones are equal. This
So
one
miss,
is
why do you choose A now? Maybe a stupid
because
person, but
5 to the 0 is Roman numeral 1. 1 to the 5th is Roman numeral 2. That's A, 1 and 2.
because the two
In Roman numerals. She got them in Roman numerals
I
instead
have
of
them in
regular
Roman
numbers.
numerals. See,
Instead of regular
1,
numbers, instead of 1, 2, 3,
I
and
know
4.
it's Roman numbers, but the two figures at the top at A mean 1.
Roman
Okay.
numeral 1 and Roman numeral 2. So this is Roman numeral 1, this is Roman numeral 2, and they're equal. So which values are equal? 1, which is 5 to the 0, and Roman numeral 2, 1 to the 5th. 1
Okay.
and 2.
Okay.
And you see 2 and 3 not equal, because 2 is what? 1, and 3 is 0 to 5 is 0. They're not equal, right? 1 and 4, 1 is what? 1. 4 is 5. They're not equal. And then 1 and 3, 1 is 1 and 3 is 0. They're not equal, right?
Okay.
Got it? You got it?
Okay.
See, once you put them all down like this, you can see what values are equal. Questions?
No, let me say, I hope if I see it again, I can get it.
Okay, I think so. I think so. Okay, now let's look at 12. Now from your table, Maureen, when you have a negative exponent, what is it equal to?
Oh, no, positive.
Yeah, you flip it to a positive, right?
Uh,
So what would this be once you flip it? Okay, let's put this here. I'll put it here. Okay. Once you flip this, what is this equal to, Maureen?
4 to the third. 1.
No. 4 to the third to the negative 1 power will be 1 over 4 to the third.
Oh,
Remember, you say you flip it, so you put 1 over 4 to the third. All right, and that would be to the positive 1. Okay, 1 over 4 to the third. Let's underline that. Put the 4 to the third here. Okay, Mercedes, you got the answer?
No, miss. I can't see the bottom of it.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that doesn't have
Okay. So that's one that become, you flip it and make the exponent a positive, right? So 4 to the third to the 1 power, the plus 1, right? So I'll put this here I'll put it here because the power is just 1. So I say 4 to the third. And let's just put that there. And that's to the plus 1. So you flip it and make the exponent positive. All right. So what's that equal to, Mercedes? What's the answer?
Is the answer 64, miss?
1 over 64.
1/64.
That's right, because 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. So that would be 1 over 64. That's your answer. Or do you have that one correct?
Yes.
Okay. So remember the rule. That's one of in your exponent rules. That was one that we had, right? And 64 to the 1 power is just 64. Okay. So that's equal. Let me just make this here. Let's see. Take these out and put equal. So that's your answer, 1 over 64. 1 over 64 is your answer, okay? There's your answer. Answer 1 over 64. Answer. I just put the answer there, okay? Any questions? That's one of the rules in your kit. And I think I put that on every homework. You've had that list. Questions on number 12?
No, thank you, Miss.
All right, let's go to 13. Maureen, answer.
Simplified expression.
Product raised to a power. What do you do with that power?
Oh, I know the answer.
Wait.
What's the answer, Maureen?
I don't know.
No, say the answer. I think you had it right.
You don't hear what he said?
He said right there.
What did you say, Maureen? You said an answer.
I say throw it away.
She said right there.
You say throw it away.
Yeah.
No, Maureen, what's the answer? I know you know this.
I don't know. I know. You asked
No,
me.
apply the power to everything within the parentheses. So you're going to multiply the 8 by the 4 and an 8 by the 1. That's a 1 there. And then add them. So what do you get, Maureen?
That's 8 4s,
It's what?
32.
And then 8 ones.
It's 8,
Add the 2.
40.
What's the answer?
Yeah.
Hey, that's it.
What did you do, Miss?
Tell her again, Maureen.
I didn't do that one. I think I left that out.
Multiply the 8 by the 4 is 32,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
My boy do.
Go ahead, Maureen. You on a,
And the X multiplied with the 8,
that's a 1.
which is
And the
1.
1 multiplied by 8 is 8. So 32 and 8 is 46, 40.
6 to the 40th power. Got it, Mercedes? You apply this power to everything in the parentheses. And it's a multiplication. 8 times the 4, like Maureen said, is 32.
Wait a minute. There was a 1 there all the time?
What is
There
it?
was a 1, right? There was a 1 there?
Well, the 1
X.
is the default.
Was
The
it there all the
X-
time?
No,
X becomes
well,
1.
that's a default. I normally don't put a 1. I'm putting it here for clarity. But
Okay.
if you don't see an exponent, it's a 1.
1.
That's the default.
You know,
Normally, you don't
know
put the
something?
1. Yes,
I guessed that there. I didn't guess number 2, right? But I only had 64, but I didn't have 1 over 64. But I had 64. But I didn't have the 1 over 64.
no, that's different.
I
64.
know.
If you
No, I
had
mean,
one
it
one
was-
over
it-
$64 plus and $64, that's a big difference, right?
I know, yeah. I should have put 1, but I had definitely clear 64, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mercedes, was your question answered by Maureen?
I don't understand how she got the 40.
Go
I know
ahead,
what you did.
Maureen,
I know what
explain.
you- isn't it-
Wait,
isn't it-
listen, Mercedes,
isn't
listen
there
to
another
Maureen.
way?
Go ahead, Maureen.
I multiplied the 8 by the 4 and get 32, right?
Yeah.
So then above the 6, I put a 1 because it's called Miss Barbara kind of numbers. A number or something like that.
The default.
A default. And then multiply 8 ones is 8 and add it to 32 and get 640. Because 6 is
6 is
still
a 40.
at the
So let me just put just what she just said. This is 4 times 8. At X, there's a time. What's that equal to, Mercedes?
32.
That would be 6 to the 32nd. Okay, so that's 6 to the 32nd power. Okay, so let's put this 3, 2. Okay, then when she took the 6 to the 1, okay, let's take this one, 6 to the 1, and multiply that by 8, because that 8 is applied to everything within the parentheses. So let's
Oh.
just put that there, okay? And that would be times 8. What's that equal to, Mercedes?
That would be, you're saying that 8 times 1, you're saying?
No, 6 to the power of 1 times 8. Multiply 1 times 8. What do you get?
1 times 8 is 8.
8, right? So then that would just be 8, right? So we put the 8 power. Now, what's the rule when you multiply exponents? What do you do to the exponents?
You flip them?
No, you add them.
I'm sorry, Miss Barbara. That's my landlord. Just give me a second.
So you have 6 to the 32nd. Let's put that here. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put that in parentheses because that's a multiplication. That's what that X means there for multiplication. And let's just take this and put parentheses and then put the 6 to the 8. And what do you do when you're multiplying, Mercedes? What do you do to the powers? Same.
Yeah, again, Barbara.
When
I'm
you,
sorry, beg your pardon.
okay. When you're multiplying, same base, what do you do to the powers, Mercedes?
You add them or something?
You add them. So what would that become?
You mean 6 and 8?
You add the powers. What are the powers?
You add
32.
Oh, 32. I forgot it's 32. And
32 plus 8. And what's that equal to, Mercedes?
40.
Yeah,
40.
so that's how you get 6 to the 40.
Okay, so after you get the 32, you add the next power to it.
Yes, because that's a multiplication. 6 to the 4th times 6 to the 1 power. And so you put the power there, add the 2, and you got 6 to the 40. That's what A is, 6 to the 40th, right?
Yes, Miss Barbara. I'm sorry about the interruption. My landlord's supposed to come and put on the heat from morning, and now he's sending somebody that's he just let me know that they're on their way. So few minutes time I'll have to just pause a minute.
Yeah, I think your noise is starting back up. The same noise you had before.
Oh really? Oh
Yep.
my God.
Yep. Go to mute. See, now it stops. Okay, so you add the 32 and the 8, those two powers, and you get 40, and that's how you get answer A. Okay, I think everybody had this one, right?
No, I didn't have it because I didn't do it. What happened? I didn't understand that X in the middle, that 1 in the middle. I didn't understand that 1 at all.
Which one? You mean up here?
Yeah, the number 13.
Oh, that's a 13. Yeah. That's a multiplication.
Yes. The multiplication, right? I didn't
yeah, if it were a variable, it would be closer to the number.
Right. I thought I keep saying everything in the parentheses, but how she get that?
Yeah, but that's a times.
For the time.
Okay, that's the times. All right. Okay. All right, let's go to number 14. So 3 books on a Monday, 3 times the number on the previous day. So let's just put here Monday. How many books, Maureen, on a Monday?
3.
So you read 3
pages here.
Okay, so Monday is 3 pages. Okay, and let's put. Okay, now let's go to Tuesday. How many did you read on Tuesday, Maureen? How many pages on Tuesday?
Matthew said 3 pages.
He read 3 times the number.
It's 9,
So what's 3
read
times 3?
9.
9.
9. So he had 9 pages on Tuesday, right? Okay, now we at Wednesday. How many pages, Maureen?
12.
3 times. 3 times as many. What's 3 times 9?
27.
Yeah, so that's 27 pages. All right, now we up to Thursday. 3 times as many. How many, Maureen?
81.
81. You got it. See? Okay. So that's the question says, how many pages does he read on Thursday? Each day he's reading 3 times as many as the day before. So 3 pages to begin with. And this would be each time you multiply it by 3. So 3 times 3 equal 9.
9 times 3 is 27.
And that's right. And then 9 times 3 is 27.
27 trees is 81.
9 times
No, what I
3.
did,
What did you do?
I
What-
add the first 3, right? I said we said 3, so I add that 3 to the 3 times the 3. That's why I get 84.
You
Because
did
I add
what?
the first
What
3.
did you do, Audrey?
I add the first 3 then to the 3 times 3 for the 3 days.
What did you do for Tuesday?
I add. Let me tell you what it is. For Monday, it was 3, right?
Okay.
And then I multiply. I add that 3 days for Monday, and then I multiply it times the other 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's why I get it wrong. I got
Okay.
before,
All right.
yeah.
Because it said 3 times the number
The
of
number
pages
of
on the
day,
previous
yes,
day.
previous day,
So every
yeah.
time you've got to multiply whatever you got
By
on the
3,
previous
yeah.
day by 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I add the 3 pages for Monday onto the other 3 by 3. That's what
Okay.
happened.
So the answer is 81
Yeah, and that's why I get
pages.
84. So mine was wrong.
Okay. 81 pages. There's your answer. Be careful because it says 3 times the number. So that's a multiplication.
Multiplication, right?
Okay. When you see times, that's multiplication. Okay. All right. Let's go to 15. Okay. Which property is used? Audrey, you know, I think you had this one incorrect, didn't you?
You think so?
I think one of these properties you had incorrect. Let's see if that's the one. 15. Yes, Audrey, you said number 1. I sent you a message to redo them because I figured it was just a
I probably didn't
mistake.
check. I didn't check the message at all. So I was on my
I sent you an email, I think, to say redo it.
Yeah, but I didn't check. I didn't check.
Maureen, which property did you have?
I had 2.
You had what?
Number 2.
2 to the 2nd, raised to the 3rd, a power to a power. Mercedes, what do you
My
have?
answer was 3. 3.
3 is the answer. That's correct. X to the N raised to the M.
Yeah, I knew that.
I should have
Right?
had that in truth.
And 2 to the, what's 2 to the 2nd power? What's the value of 2 to the 2nd power? What's 2 times 2?
4.
Okay, what's 4 by itself 3 times?
5. No. 3 times?
4 times itself.
Oh,
What is it? 3 times, Maureen? What's
64.
64. So
Yeah.
that's it. There you go. You apply a power to a power. So that would be answer.
I had that in on it. I was hoping to put something else.
Which property is used? It'd be property 3. Or do you see why the one you had was incorrect?
Yeah.
Okay. It's property 3. It's a power to a power. Okay. Okay. So let's go to 16. Now, remember we said it's 100% and it went up by 8%. And as a number, 100% is 1. So 8% is 0.08. So that would be 1.08. And from 1990 to 2005, how many years is that?
15.
15. So we know we raising something to the 15th power, right? So what would the answer be? What would be the answer?
B.
B, that's correct. The original value, 12,000, apply the factor 1 plus the 0.08 from the 8% change to a decimal, multiply it, but raise that to the 15th power. So that would be answer B.
I have 1, 2.
You have that one, Maureen?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
I read just past 15, but I don't know what to do next.
It's Barbara what I had for number. Let's
Okay.
see. No.
What do you have for number
What
15?
did I have for the one with the pages? Did I have 81 or 84?
You said you had 84.
Yeah, because I wrote it, but that one. No,
Which-
I scan it.
Oh, wait, let me
Check it. They should check it for me again.
see. I wrote it
I
down.
think I had 81.
You said you had what?
No, I write 84 on my page, but I think I send you.
No,
81.
number 14, you had 81.
Right. Come on, I know that. I put
You had it
81.
right, Audrey.
I did
You
it,
had
because I did
81.
it- Yeah, because I did it over again, you know.
And that's what you sent me, 81.
Yeah,
I'm looking at
81,
it
yes.
here. You had
Yeah,
it
but
correct.
I
You
didn't
had
put
it
in number
correct.
13.
You may have done it wrong and then corrected yourself because
Correct.
you had it correct. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So there's now on this one, Mercedes, you were asking a question. The 8%, you convert that to a decimal, right? Okay, here we go here. 8%. Let's put that here. And what is 8% of the decimal, Mercedes?
Zero 0.8.
0.1?
8.
No, that's 80%. You divide by
5.8.
100 or shift your decimal point 2 places to the left.
Okay.
That's 0.08.
0.08, yes.
Okay. And when you add that to 1 represents 100%. The 1 plus 0.08 gives you 1.08. So you always apply the factor to the original, but the factor has to be raised to the power that indicates the time that has elapsed. You know, in the increasing here, we went from 1990 to 2005, and that's 15. So in 15 years, the painting value increases by 12,000 times 1.08 to the 15. Now you could actually find the actual value by taking 1.08 power of 15 and multiplying it by 12,000. Okay. And I want you to do that. I want to see if you can get the right answer. If you take the 108 and raise it to the 15th power. Okay, raise that to the 15th power, and what do you get? Anybody? You're taking the 108. Let's see.
108
To the 15th power.
power.
Anybody got an answer?
Ah,
What is that equal to? 108 to the 15th power. Because the next step would be to say what is the painting valued at now? So 1.08 to the 15th power.
1.08. 1.08.
What is that equal to?
To the 15th power. I mean,
Any answers?
I'm getting the answer there.
Mercedes, you have an answer?
It's a long road, miss.
It's
I
3
don't-
point,
What is it?
I don't know. It's saying 3.17 something.
I don't know the
What-
short to do it.
What do you have, Audrey?
I'm getting a 3.17 something or the other there.
Okay, 3.17.
2169114.
Okay, right, okay. And then you multiply that by 12,000 and what do you get? So that would be 12,000. Okay. Times the 3.17. And what is that equal to? Okay. Anybody got an answer? Well, I got 38,000. 66. 38,000. 066. That what you got?
I think that's it. I get 4. How are you gonna a 4 there?
Hmm?
I get a 4.
What did you get?
No, I get a 4.
I multiplied the 3, but well, I multiplied the whole thing, 3.172169111.
You went for everything.
Yeah, I multiplied the entire thing. I didn't round it,
Okay,
3.17. So
okay.
you probably got something a little different, but
Yeah,
you got
because
30.
I just do it with the 3.17. That's what happened. I leave
Okay,
off the
so
other.
painting, that would be the painting value. And what we're looking for in 2005. So you got the expression and then you actually calculate the value. Questions? Mercedes, we answer your question?
Miss, how do you get the 3.17?
1.08 to the 15th. You know how to do that on the calculator?
No.
Okay. Put first, Mercedes, you have your calculator?
Yes.
Put in the number 1.08.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Put in 1.08.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Now
got that.
press the on the left, the first column on the left, you see a little V, like an upside down V.
Yes.
Press that.
I did.
And you see a power blinking above it,
Yes.
right? Then put
Yeah,
15 in there.
Okay.
And then hit enter.
Okay, I got 3.7.
172169111, right?
Yeah.
Well, I took that whole thing and multiplied it by the 12,000 and I got 38,066. Now, I didn't use the 3.17 rounded. I actually used the whole thing.
Yes, you get 3.
Yeah, but you could use the 3.17. So I used the 2169111. Okay.
So
All
I
right.
see 8.
Mm-hmm.
I see the answer you got, Miss.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you use the 3.17, you'd probably get a little less than what I got, but it's okay. All right. Questions? So you can not only put the expression for the value, you can actually calculate the value. Because in the TI calculator, you can calculate, you know, any power. You put the number in and then put the power. Okay. All right. Let's look. That answer your question, Mercedes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's go to 17. Where's that noise coming from?
That's what I mean. Sorry.
That's you. Okay. All right. The median household income in the U.S. increased by an average of 0.5% each month between 1979 and 1999. Okay, so you'll need that 5.5%. Now notice that's 0.5%, right? Not 5%. It's 0.5%. And you between these years, 1979, 1999. Here we go. Now the median household income was $37,060. Okay. Now write the equation for the median household income for T month.
You know, oh, jeez.
Okay, what did you have, Audrey? Use M for the median income. So you have M. What's M equal to?
Was 18,530?
No. What's the median income in 1979? That's their starting income, and that's what you would put.
7,060.
Yeah, okay, so you put 37,000. Okay, 60. Now, we need to know what do we multiply that by. Now, let me just put over here. Okay, 0.5%. Mercedes, what is that equal to as a decimal?
5%?
0.5% is what as a decimal?
50%?
No,
No, it can't be 50%.
that's 0.5%.
5%. 0.5.
So you divide by 100 or shift in 2 places to the left. What's that equal to?
0.05?
No. Maureen, you know?
I know.
What is it, Latoya?
0.5, 0.005.
Latoya, what's 0.5% as a decimal?
I say Latoya on.
0.05, miss.
No.
0.05.
That's what I told her. She says no.
No.
As a decimal? 0. Okay. 0.
Okay. Now a percent is a ratio to 100, right? So if you had, let's just put it here. So you know what your answer is. Okay. The ratio of a number to 100. So let's just put the 0.5%.
0.005.
What did you say, Audrey?
0.005.
That's it. Audrey just told you. Okay.
What did she say, man?
0.005. Okay. Now, how do you know that? Because 0.5% is, remember, you're doing what? You're shifting decimal point 2 places to the left, or you
Add 2 zeros.
divide by 100. So this would be, let's just put this, wait just a minute. Okay. Okay, so if this number is the ratio to 100, let's just put the 0.5 over 100. All right, there we go. Let's do that. Put it over 100. You see how you got the 0.005. Okay, let's put that over 100. Okay, so 0.5 over 100 would be what over 1,000, Audrey?
0.0 over 1,000.
0.5 over 100 would be what?
Says 0.5.
Over 100. What would that be equal to? If I shift the decimal point 1 place to the right, what do I get in the numerator?
The numerator will get 0.005.
No. If I shift 1 place to the right.
0.
Oh,
No. Maureen.
You said it to the right.
Yeah, it's 0.5. Just
Yeah.
0.5. What's that equal to, Maureen? Shift 1 place to the right. 0.5 becomes what?
0.50.
No. 0.5. 1 place to the right becomes what?
Oh,
50.
No, 1 place. It's right here, and I'm putting it here. So what's that?
50.
No, it's just 5. Just 5, right?
5. Yeah, for the point. Okay.
I said 1 point, 1 place.
Okay.
One place, it's just after the 5. Now I shift the denominator the same number of places. And what does that become, Mercedes? 100 becomes what?
1,000.
1,000. Very good. Okay. So, and 5,000 is 0.005, right? As a decimal.
Okay.
Oh,
5 over 1,000 is 0.005 because that's tens, hundreds, thousands. You got it?
Mhm.
So if I add 1 to that, and let me just put here, okay. Add 1 to that 0.005, that becomes 1.005. All right. And raised to what power, Mercedes?
raise to the 5th power.
From 79
to 99.
Yeah, well, actually, you don't need it because
1 power.
well, no, we're not going to really put the power here because we said
Mhm.
for T
Okay.
household income for T months. So we'll just put the T here. So that would just be T. Okay, because the problem said T months. So let's just put power of T. Okay. And if we were going to do the months, then 10, okay, from 79 to 1999 is what? How many years?
21.
How many?
21.
No,
To 99.
20.
Oh,
20.
20.
21. 20.
20.
20.
20. Okay. So that's 20 years. And that would be how many months?
That will be 12 by
240.
20 years will be how many months? I think somebody said it.
240.
240. That's right. 20 times 12.
Yes.
yes.
But it said T months. So we didn't have to put number here. Just put the T. So that would be the answer. The median for the T months would be the present median household income of 1979 times the rate factor,
Yeah.
and you add the 0.005 to the 1 and raise it to the T
I know myself.
exponent. Mhm.
Yeah, I raised money. What I did, I just multiplied the 37,060 by the 0.5 times the 20 divided by 20. That's what I did. And then I erase it because I said this song right.
No. Well, but remember, you always add 1 to whatever that percent as a decimal is equal to, Audrey. So 0.5% is decimal 0.005 that you
Right, that's
told
what I
me.
just put in there, right.
So you add that 1 to that and you get the 1.005. That's the factor you'll multiply the
That's what I didn't do. I
starting
didn't do that.
median by.
I didn't do that.
Okay.
I just multiply it by the 0 point whatever it was, 0.5, and then I
Mhm.
to the 20th power, and then I erase it because it is
Oh,
some-
okay. Well, this is similar to the one we just did. The only
Yeah.
thing that I think the thing is you didn't realize that this 0.5%
5%, right.
converted to a
Yeah,
decimal
decimal, right,
is
right.
0.005. Just
0.5, right.
remember your percent. Just always put it over 100 and then
Yeah.
simplify it, and
Right.
you'll always
I
get the right
simplify it.
answer.
Right. I
Okay.
didn't simplify it.
All right. Any questions? Mercedes, is that clear to you?
Not 100%, but I'm sort of getting the idea of how you're doing it.
Okay. Well, just remember you're starting with a value. In this case, it's median income. You're multiplying it by a factor that comes from adding 100% to whatever that decimal is for the percent. Okay, whatever that percent is as a decimal, right? And then raise it to a power that's indicated in the problem. Okay, and that's usually a variable. You know, it's sometimes T, could be Y, could be X. All right. Here it said T months. But if you have to actually convert it to months, it would be 20 years times 12 or 240. So you could actually calculate it by putting in the 240 and getting the power of 1.005 raised to the 240th power, multiplied by 37,060, and that would give you the median income for those number of months. Okay, let's go to number 18. Now, Audrey, I think you had negative numbers. Remember, we haven't had any negative factors.
Uh-huh.
Always
Number
positive.
18?
Yeah, number 18. I think
Yeah.
you had a
I
negative.
okay.
Okay, now,
With these left, these arms, these angles, I just can't get them figured
Okay.
out at all.
okay, now, Mr. Clark told us English class, each week students tend to get 1/6 of the vocabulary words. So, you know you need that 1/6, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so if they learn 30 words, which are the following, represents the equation described the number of words forgotten after 3 weeks. So let's see. So they forgot 1/6.
Mhm.
1/6 is what as a percent? Anybody?
18.
1/6?
1/6 of
Bell, your noise is still going on.
What?
Yep, just like before. Okay. Maureen, 1/6 is what as a percent?
Okay, 1/6 of 100, 600.
1/3
What? As a percent.
or percent.
1/6 is equal to what?
6%?
What is it? Audrey,
6%?
what did you say?
6%?
No.
1/6% is
2.
6
Mm,
times
it's
what
6 times
number
six.
gives you 100?
Oh, man.
I think that wasn't that in your table?
16.6.
16,
16.6.
17.
Yeah, no, you said 16.6.
Yeah.
Okay. So 16, and sometimes you see it written as 16 and 2/3, right? And Maureen, you just said we rounded that
17.
off to 17. Okay.
Yeah.
Or so we rounded it off to 17,
Okay.
right? So that's percent. And that's how we got the 0.17, right? Because 17% is equal to 0.17. So that's how many they forget, right?
Right.
Okay. So if they forget after X weeks, 0.17 of the number of words, and you had 30 words, Maureen, what would be the answer? No.
7%.
What would be the
Equals-
answer? A, B, C,
Okay,
or
wait.
D? 30 words, they forget at least 17% of the
B.
words.
B.
That's which one you said?
B.
B,
B
that's
as in
correct.
boy.
Yep, that's good.
Mhm.
Answer B. So answer B, say apply the 30 words to
Okay, that's
0.17. That's the number they forget, raised to the X number of weeks.
Miss, oh, you get the 0.17 to the X.
Okay. They tend to forget 1/6. You see that, right, Mercedes? 1/6, 1/6 is 16 of the 2/3, and we rounded it off to 17%. And that's how we changed the 70% to decimal, divide by 100 or shift 2 places to the left, and that's 0.17.
Okay. Thank you.
Got it?
Yeah.
Go to mute, Mercedes. You got noise.
I'm going back because I have some.
Go to mute. There you go. Okay. Any questions on number 18? Okay. Number 19. Which of the following is true? Audrey, I think did you have that one right?
I think I don't know. I don't know. Is that right?
Let me see what you
I
had.
had 10,
Because you
11.
okay.
15.
No, Audrey, you didn't have that one right. But I think you can figure it out. Let's
I
see.
think I had A for that answer. I took it for A.
For 19, let's see what you had.
For
But I
A.
think you had the wrong answer though.
Answer, yeah, I think I
Yeah,
got
you
A.
had A.
Yeah, I had A, yeah. And I had C for
Maureen, did you do that one?
I always get messed up with them.
Did you do that one, Maureen?
Yeah,
What did you get?
I get C, but I don't know if I get it right.
Okay. Let's do that one.
The less than and these things mess me up.
Okay, there you have less than or equal, equal, less than or equal. Okay. Now, so we're dealing with 3 to the 5th and 5 to the 3rd. So let's just take 3 to the 5th power. Because that's what we're comparing. 3 to the 5th to 5 to the 3rd. So let's just put that. Now, 3 to the 5th power is equal to what?
243.
Okay, let's put, let's see, 3. Raise it to the 5th power, 243. Audrey is right, 243. Everybody get that? You do it on your calculator, you get 243. Now let's take 5 to the 3rd. And we know that one, mental math, right?
It was 125.
125, that's right. Because 5 times 5 is 25, and 5 times 25 is 125. So now you have your values. So let's look at the choices, all right? Now, 3 to the 5th is 243. 5 to the 3rd is 125. Maureen, is A correct?
No.
Audrey, I think you said you have A. See, that's not correct because
Yes,
3 to the 5th is 243. That's greater than 5 to the 3rd, right? All right, let's go to B. B is 5 to the 3rd less than or equal 3 to the 5th. What's 5 to the 3rd?
125.
Is that less than or equal to 243?
Less than.
Less than.
Yeah, so less than or equal. So it's less than or equal. So answer B.
I get myself with them.
That's your answer.
Less than and all that stuff.
And we know they're not equal. 243 is not equal to 125. And 3 to the 5th, 243 is not less than or equal to 5 to the 3rd. So it can only be answer B. Got it?
Yep.
Questions? See, when you're given something like this and you're only given 2 things, 3 to the 5th and 5 to the 3rd, calculate those and now you have numbers to compare. So you can eliminate C, they're not equal. 3 to the 5th is the biggest of the 2, right? So 3 to the 5th has to be, well, 125 has to be less than or equal, or 3 to the 5th greater than. But you don't have any greater thans here, right? So you got to look at your less thans. Questions on 19?
No.
Okay, so let's look at the last one, 20. Which property is used? Mercedes, can you come back? Mercedes?
She was the last person to come do she.
No. She was having the static and all, so that's why she went to mute. Mercedes, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, Maureen, which property is used? What are we doing here? Multiplying, dividing, or what?
I think we divided.
That's right. 2 to the 12 divided by 2 to the 8. And let's look, which property has division? Which one?
2.
It's got division.
Yeah, which property? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
5. No.
5 is quotient to a power,
But this is 2. It is
right?
2.
2 is,
That's correct.
yeah, same base to a power divided by,
Yeah.
okay, so it would have to be 2, right? So property would be, it says which property? 20
you.
property 2. So answer 2.
2.
I had that right. I get that.
You had it right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
The honest,
answer.
I had, you see, I didn't do, I had 10, 11, and 15 rounds.
Okay. So you
But
had the
then
others all right?
Yeah, but and then
All
I
right.
do.
You did good.
Yeah.
You did good. Now, before we stop, I want to just go through some exponential. Exponential can be an increase or a decrease, and we call increase growth. We call decrease decay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I just want to. We've been looking pretty much at increase, but I want to just look at some decrease. Now, something common that you know about was a computer. A computer decreased every year by so much, right? And that's why people constantly upgrade their computers, because it just doesn't do everything they want it to do, right? So now when you own a computer, every year it's worth about half as much as it was when you bought it originally. So if you bought it at $1,600, second year it's down to $800. And if that pattern continues, we call that decaying, right? Because it's getting smaller each year, and it's getting smaller by a factor of a half. In other words, just divide by half. 16 to 800. What's half of 800?
400.
And then half of 400?
200.
200. What's half of 200?
100.
So after 4 years, that $1,600 computer is now worth $100. We call that exponential decay. And we represent that by taking the original price, $1,600, and take the 1/2, because it's decaying by 1/2 the value, and raise it to the number of years or months, or in this case, number of years. Well, we just put X. That's the exponent that's used there, right? Now, yes.
That computer would have it still good, miss, after those years?
It could still be good, but you could not. The point is, you can't sell it for $1,600.
Yeah, I know that. But just no.
The computer may be satisfying all your needs and everything, but that $1,600 computer you bought for $1,600, if it's losing value half every year, by that 4th year, that computer is now $100 in value.
Got it? That to a house to Miss.
Oh yes. Well, houses generally increase in value, but they can also decrease. Okay, and I think I have a problem on houses. Now, okay, here's a problem here. This is fast food restaurants, and this is an increase. 200 stores, all right, 1999. Now these are increasing 8%. How many stores does a restaurant operate in 2007? So that's years between the 1999, 2007 is 8. Now this would be, okay, the number of stores based on the way they're increasing, 8%, 1 plus the 0.08 raised to the 8, because that's an 8. Okay, from 1999 to 2007 is a lapse time of 8 years. So we put the 8 here and calculate it. We can say that the number of stores in this, say, present year of 2007 is 370.18, but you can't have a fraction of a store. So you say for the number of stores in the year 2007 is 370. So what started out here with a chain of stores increasing from 200 in 1999, and 8 years later, that 200 stores went to 370. And that's real life, because if a store is doing really well, they start opening up in different places. In fact, they start in one region, they may expand to another region.
Like Walmart, miss.
Like what? Walmart?
Walmart.
Yes, that's right. Like Walmart. Walmart has grown quite a bit. And I'm looking here at increase, but I want to look at a decrease. But here's an increase. Now you put money in the bank, you expect your money to grow, right? So you put 2,500 in the bank, that makes 10% a year, and it's compound. What would you have after 10 years? Okay, now this is something, you see that E, does anybody know what that E is? That's a constant, that's a value. It's called the Euler. Okay, it's spelled E-U-L-E-R, just like we use pi. It's in that same category. It's used in exponents and it used in logarithms, but it's called the Euler constant. And we use that for problems like this, where you're trying to find what is your present value. You started with 2,500. It goes up by 10% or 0.1. Okay, so when we substitute in, notice you have the present value, you have your Euler constant, you have your 0.1, and then times 10 years, and the 0.1 increase. So that investment that was 2,500 is now up to $6,795.70 in 10 years. So imagine if you had 250,000, you'd be almost up, you'd be well over $500,000. Okay, so that's how money is growing. Here's another with population. Now this is a multiple choice. See if you can answer this. You have a population of 9,900. It's growing at a rate of 2.3% each year. And in 5 years, which one of these represents the population? Which would you say? Which answer? Which answer would you pick? A, B, C, or D? Latoya?
B.
Which one?
B. I said B.
You say B?
I would say C.
Any other answers?
I would say A.
A is correct. Latoya, you've got to add the percent.
Oh yeah, add 1.
100% is a 1, and you've got to add the decimal, 2.3% decimal, and then raise it to a power.
Okay, then plus.
Remember,
That's the
Latoya?
actual problem.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't just put the 0.023. You've got to add the 1 to it. That represents the 100%. Answer A, okay? They're
So
not,
one of these problems, you gotta put 1 plus the 1.
you always have to have your, whatever your factor is, added to 1 for 100%, because 100% is equal to the number 1 as a
This one
decimal.
was in decimal, that's why.
Yeah. Okay. So let's look at, okay, here's another one. Number of bacteria in a Petri dish is multiplied a factor of 1.21 every hour. Initially, we had 500. Which expression gives a number of bacteria after 3 hours? Which would you say? Anybody?
I said B.
Anybody else?
Let me see.
Anybody else?
I would say, C.
You
That could
see,
be-
I've got a B and a C. Anybody else?
I would say A.
It is A. Because it's 1.2, that's the
1.2.
factor, and
Mhm.
that's raised to the third power. The
Okay.
exponent is 3, which is the same as 1.2 times 1.2 times 1.2.
1.2 times, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
No plus here.
Bravo.
Question?
No.
All right. Now, I want to look at some decay. I just want to, okay. Now, think of a car. A car depreciates, right? They say the minute you drive out the showroom, your car has lost value. Okay, here's a car. It depreciates at the rate of 8%. What is the value of your car after 8 years? Okay, so we've got 8%. Let's just underline that. And the value here is 20,000. All right, remember this is a decrease now.
Mhm.
Okay, what's the value of your car after 5 years? Okay. So there's your initial value, 20,000. The rate of decay is 0.08. That's your 8%. 5 years, okay? Here's the formula. The present value, the value now, the original value, P, 20,000, 1 minus the rate, 0.08, raised to the 5th power. Here's the car. This 20,000 is now what? Notice you subtract because it's depreciating. That's decay. So you subtract the 0.08 from the 1, raise it to the 5th power. That car that cost you 20,000 in 5 years, now the value is 13,180,163. Now some cars retain their value better than others, right? Some cars retain their value better than others. And some people actually study the value of cars and they buy their cars based on the ones that depreciate less. All right. Now we'll do one more, and this is a house. I told you we had one about a house. Okay. The house is 350,000. It depreciates. That means it's going down at a rate of 5% a year. So after 2 years, we want to know what is the value of this house. Okay, 350, rate 5%, change it to 0.05, 2 years. Here's your formula. The present value, original value times 1 minus the rate, 0.05, raised to the T power, which is a 2, because we said 2 years. So that $350,000 house is now $315,875. We would hope property we bought did not depreciate, but sometimes they do. I think most of the times they increase in value. So just remember now, when you talk in decay, you're subtracting your rate from 1, raising it to the power to indicate the time. Okay? Any questions on the difference in decay and which is decreasing, and the appreciation of the okay.
Miss, when you get the 15,000, the 15, what?
Let me go back up here.
What do you get for, or you do the answer? For the
Okay,
house.
let me go back. Remember, I was looking at growth and decay, but when you get the decay, you are subtracting. Now, what was your question, Mercedes? Where did I get one?
For the house, you get 15 what?
You mean for the car or for the house? The house? Oh, the 350, that's my starting price, right? And it's depreciating, the rate of decay is 5%, and I made that a decimal, and it's always from 1, right? For 100%. And it says time was 2 years because it says what is the value of the house after 2 years. So you'd have 1 minus 0.05. So subtract that, put that in your calculator, raise it to the second power, multiply it by 350,000, and you get 315,875. That's the value of that house now after 2 years. That was 350,000 when you bought it. Okay, and if that decay rate stays the same, it's going to be worth even less. Like if this is like what, this would be 1 minus 0.05, and if you say 4 years, subtract that, multiply by 4, then find the new value after, say, 4 years. But remember, for decay, you're subtracting your rate from 1. So these decay type problems, I'll probably give you setups and you pick the right setup, okay? Just like we did with some of the growth problems. Any questions on exponential growth or exponential decay? Questions? Okay, so questions?
No.
Okay, so we'll stop here. You'll get this session and you'll get your assignment for next week. And as I said, you can send it in all at once, or you can send in whatever you do on it. And you can do like Maureen does. She send me some and she gets stuck on something. She needs a little priming on something. I'll send her little primers and she'll do it and then send me the other. That's fine too, because that's the way we learn, okay? Any questions?
No.
All right, so we'll stop